Again with this struggle to get up and stay up. I think what happened this morning is I heard the alarm, got up, went to take a pee, and then just went straight back to bed. I mean, if that's going to happen to me while I'm out in Japan, then I'm just wasting my time. So I need to recreate the circumstances here, get used to the rhythms for 40 odd more days, get out there and take care of business. And then interesting video I just saw was a breakdown of David Goggins' book. Can't Hurt Me, where you have to be aware of the 40-60 and the cookie jar. Cookie jar I was aware of, but I didn't know what it was called. So I'll go with cookie jar first. So cookie jar was when you're in a slump or when you really think that you can't push through, you go into your cookie jar, as in your past memory of where you had achieved something where you thought you couldn't, and then that helps you with the task at hand in the present. So an example for me would be playing basketball from 6 till 6. Whenever I think that I have absolutely no more energy, I think about that and it pushes me a little bit forward. That's the example that normally comes to mind when I need something in terms of energy. When it's something in terms of anxiousness, then I just fall back on everything that I've done to prepare. Where showcase, I left it all on the floor both times, and I remember being the same kind of anxiousness back then, but I got through it. So that's something from my cookie jar, and I've got other things as well, depending on the situation that I need to tap into. And then what David Goggins is saying about the 40-60 rule is that when you think that physically you're completely tanked out, that you can't go another step, that's actually your body in recovery mode telling you, actually no, it's time to go, because if we go beyond this point, then I can't protect you. So just know that there's always something else left in the tank. I guess what I would call that, previously to not having heard this term, is second wind, where you just keep going, keep pushing, and even though your mind is telling your body, stop, what are you doing? We haven't been here before, this is quote unquote dangerous. The mind tries to trick you into stopping, because there's nothing better that the mind wants you to do, is to just not do anything. That's the danger. So I guess I can attribute that today to something with I was doing seated, are they called leg raises? I'm not even called leg raises, because that's with abs. Where your legs are dangling. I was doing this. Seated. Leg curls. We're doing leg curls. And I was doing drop sets of that. And normally I do start at 1 pin, do 12, drop it to the next set, do 12, and then drop to the next one, and do 12. But I thought, let me just challenge myself today, before reading this, just do 13, 14, and 15 while dropping the pins. And my my quads were on fire. So regarding DOMs, I don't think we're gonna get anything. Well, I'm not feeling anything just yet. Chest, I'm still feeling something across here. So whatever I did for chest must have worked. Rewatch Romeo Must Die. Damn, it's just really surreal seeing Aaliyah, knowing that she's not in our world anymore. Rest in peace. I watched Romeo Must Die to try and figure out when Jet Li's character Han was actually going to kiss Trish, Aaliyah. I figured out it would be near the end, because that's when Aaliyah comes, spoilers, that's when Aaliyah comes to meet Han. Final end scene before the credits. And they probably had like a little bit more dialogue after the kiss. But yeah, 19 years old, that movie. Wow. And even back then, xenophobic, is that the word? It wasn't deemed correct to have someone of Asian blood kissing someone of black origin. That's just crazy. But having said that, I can't think of an example now that I've watched recently, because I would have definitely been like, oh, whoa, that's what's up. That's what's up. I've seen the other way around in terms of sexes. Well, I've seen a black guy kiss a Asian girl, but not like a Asian guy kiss a black girl. I think that's what's next. I mean, they tried it in 2000. The world just wasn't ready, and sometimes when the world's not ready, the world's not ready. And then there's other parts where like you kind of have to push the agenda, I guess. Crows explode. That's Crows Zero, and then Crows explode. And just finishing off 2 chapters from Arnold's Total Recall autobiography. How he said that he'd do a take and then ask to watch playback, right, in order to craft his second take or the next take or whatever. And then that triggered a memory in me where I was asked in a class by we're not going to call this person a teacher, by the person in charge of the class. So how do you know if you're doing right in the take? I said, in terms of answer, paraphrasing, listen to the director and ask for playback. And then this person said, you can't always do that. And I said, well, that's what I've done on set. And then this person argued with me, saying that you just need to feel it inside of you, or some esoteric bullshit. When having the experience and this person telling me that that's not how it works, there was just a disconnect for me. And then I felt this person's attempting to run a class, so I'll chew my bitter nuts, or whatever the phrase is. I think from Stephen Covey, How to Win Friends and Influence People. No, excuse me, that's Dale Carnegie. Anyway, where this person was at a party. It's a short phrase where this person was at a party, and they were quoting about some kind of movie, and they said that the wrong star was in it, and then the guests well, the host said that this particular star was in it, but it wasn't the right star. And then the guest tried to butt in, but the guest's friend just kind of kicked him in the heel. And then on the way home, he said to the two guests said to one another, "Why did you kick me in the heel?" And then the other guy said, "It wasn't our place to tell that at the time. So there's a time and place, because we were guests at this person's party, and it's not. And even though the fact may be wrong, it's time and place." So that's something that I've really applied in my life regarding that. Time and place, just being really mindful of being time and place, and being mindful as well that other people don't know the fact of being time and place. So how quick the day is gone. Yeah, no Anki today. Been looking through the accommodation list, sent off my forms for the school, had a quick look through the flights as well. Just trying to let everything process. Wrote down the budget. Yes, I will say the budget. This is not accounting for food, and this is not accounting for leisure, but it is accounting for transport, as in back and forth from school to the accommodation place. So this is transport, school fees, plane ticket. Oh no, I didn't add plane ticket. Maybe I did. Anyway, this is before. This is purchasing before the fact. So we got travel insurance as well. No, I did. Travel insurance, plane ticket, accommodation, school fees, and then I'll put a deferral fee here, but I don't think I count for that. So the grand total for 3 months is £3,500. I think young me would be like, "Hey, that's a lot of money. Don't do it." I I weighed up the options of experience and savings. I was like, what am I gonna save up £3,500 for? So I think budgeting in food and entertainment and gifts, it's gonna be about £5,000 easy. So yeah, and then just have to remember that some of this is going to be ahead of time, and some of this is going to be in cash money, dinero, cheddar. There was this crazy sequence, or I should really say setup, short sequence, short scene sequence. So it was a shot, but it was like a setup of the shot where Aaliyah's father is wounded on the floor, and there's a gun next to him, and Aaliyah is being held by one of the stooges. So Aaliyah elbows the stooge in the stomach or the balls or whatever. Then force gets loose. Father shoots one time, bang, in the chest. Then the stooge is not down yet. Stooge pulls out one gun, bang, let's go to the gun. Still not down. Stooge pulls out another gun, bang, 3 shots. So he had two guns. I can't believe I forgot that. But I do remember the best setup was Jet Li's kick. It looks silly now, but